All right, welcome back, everybody, to Minor League Esports. We've got our final matchup of the night. We're up here in the Premier League Conference Semifinals, and we're going to have an excellent game get underway here for you soon. And, you know, under the request of some of the players, I've been asked to ditch these in favor of these as we get started. My name's Sleegy. Join with me today is Thunderballs. Thunder, we've got a really interesting series on our hands to end things off.
Absolutely. First of all, I mean, how can I really compare to that? Sleeg, way too fashionable. There's nothing I can really do, so I'm not even going to try. We'll just get into the stats about this series instead. But starting with the Knights, as we take a look at their road to the championship that they've had over the season, an interesting note is going to be that it's actually Jay and Prosperity's third series in a row after closing out the regular season together. They won their first round matchup in a heater against the Eclipse, and then they move on now to face the Aviators. So Knights, this roster is getting pretty comfortable with one another, and they're looking to continue that here. Shifting over on to the other side as we take a look at the Aviators, bit of a different story there. They were awarded a 3-0 victory in their first round playoff matchup due to an NCP, and so they've moved straight into this match without yet having played a playoff series. The Aviators franchise, they've had some struggles as of late in these past few seasons just getting into playoffs. And so this Premier League team and the chance that they've got here against the Knights is a big one for the franchise, as the Knights narrowly missed a championship for the CL team last season, but the Aviators, I think a lot more to prove if you look at playoff history recently.
Yeah, the Aviators definitely got a lot on their plate that are going to have to try and get under control for this series, but it's setting up to be a good one. Both of these teams are really close together in skill. It's one that when I was looking at it earlier this week, I'm like, yeah, that's going to be a good game of Rocket League. And as we get the players on the field right now, we're going to be able to see which of these teams comes out on top. We've got Jay and Prosperity, 2K on the Knights, Kilt and Justify on the Aviators, and it looks like we're ready to get started with Game 1, Thunderballs.
Very excited for this series. I think Game 1 is going to set a major tone for the type of competitive atmosphere that we're going to see throughout, and let's see the Aviators get it started here. A nice demo to start things off from Kilt.
It'll be Justify, blocked away by Jay. Kilt's going to look to create space. It'll be back over to Prosperity. He's got some vision down the field. He works his way around. Not able to get past that one. Jay too slow. Space opening up. Kilt in the midfield. Kilt gonna try and get the demo. Not able to get there in time. Prosperity with the save. It'll be Justify coming back around. Kilt not there in time, but he does get the bump. Jay taking a shot. What a save from Justify to keep this game tied at 0.
First close chance of the game goes to the Knights there. Nice flick from Jay, but just a little bit too high, and Justify also there to make the save. One other thing I've noticed, though, I think this is going to be a very physical series, even more so than what we saw from the Blizzard last time. It's going to be from both teams on this one.
And that it is, as Jay looking to take it down yet again. Good block from Justify. There'll be a demo. Open net. Kilt misses wide. Easy opportunity for the Aviators to take the lead. They throw that one away as it's another passing play. Justify in the air, not going to be able to make that shot. Kilt unable to get there in time, and now the Knights will begin their counterattack. Jay got vision down the field, gets the 50 over Kilt, off the post and in. Jay starting off for the Knights.
That was sick from Jay. Watch the wave dash here and get so much speed on that challenge because of it. Justify just didn't expect the speed coming from Jay there, and the challenge goes straight in the back of the net. Kilt missing on the back end.
1-0 game now. Knights taking in the early lead as this could be open for the Aviators. Kilt was looking for the bump on Jay. Opening up here, though, Jay with the flick over top. It'll be Kilt, though, looking to get something going. Midfield here, Justify chasing Jay down in the corner. He's going to come all the way across field. Justify still hanging around as Jay sends it back. Good 50 from Justify. Kilt moving forward, almost able to beat Jay. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I feel like I'm saying that word a lot right now because there's a lot of close calls happening in this game.
Yeah, and a lot of kind of uncharacteristic misses and plays coming out. Oh, Jay!
Oh!
What a play out of the air, waiting to land on the ground, and just buries that shot there. That's beautiful.
I mean, Kilt got the demo, but And then Jay didn't need any support on that shot, just able to send it through himself. 2-0 in favor of the Knights. Kilt will look to send it back over to Justify again on this left side. It's Kilt taking a shot, blocked by Jay. Ooh, almost on that bump there from Kilt. Justify unable to wrap around. It'll be Prosperity. Flick over, Kilt should have and does. It'll be back down though. Jay not going to be able to make the shot. Prosperity picks it back up. Jay wrapping around, pass over to mid. Some weak touches coming from both sides right now as they're looking to finesse their way past. Kilt gonna get blocked there by Jay as Justify wraps around. Kilt waiting in the midfield, but it doesn't matter. Justify follows it through himself, and it'll get the Aviators back within one.
There it is. First big chance here for the Aviators, and they capitalize. Nice capitalization on the mistake from Prosperity on the wall there. Justify recognizing very quickly that he had an opening and just buries it for their first goal of the series.
Ooh, good kickoff there. Justify picks it up. Kilt tries to wrap around. He's got space to work with. Shot's going to be blocked. And now Jay with space of his own downfield has an opportunity. Drops it. Redirect not going to come through. Justifying with the block. It's Prosperity. Going to leave this for Kilt. Actually, Kilt takes his time and Prosperity able to move up for it, but it doesn't matter. Justify picking up off the whiff, and it's an even game.
What an interesting decision there from Kilt to peel off of that play. I think it threw the entire rotation of the field and all four players off, and Justify was the first person that was able to pick up on it. It left the Knights net entirely exposed, and yeah, it's a tie game now. This is getting pretty exciting.
That it is. Coming storming in yet again. Kilt. Ooh, that comes close. Jay almost inadvertently putting it into his own net, but he'll follow it up this right side. Prosperity following close behind. And it's a drop. He looked for the bump, but doesn't get it, and Justify able to make that save. It falls into the corner. Kilt taking his time. He doesn't need to rush. He just needs to get it down the field. As they try and open up more space. They were down 2 earlier. Been able to climb their way back as they continue to mount pressure. Justify wrapping around. It'll be Jay with possession. Prosperity in mid. It's a good pass. Prosperity to take a shot, but it's weak. Kilt forced to make a save. As the physicality starts to come out of this game, and an unfortunate bump on the Aviators there from the Justify respawn.
Physicality was always going to be a moment to really watch here, and it's showing up for both teams. Oh, close chance for the Knights here. Can they finish? No. Yeah, it's becoming a very physical series in a hurry here, and it's only a matter of time before one of these teams capitalizes on that.
That's another good wraparound. As Jay clearing it into the corner. Kilt with a quick follow. Will be Prosperity trying to take it slow with possession downfield. He's got Jay lurking around mid. It's a good pass. Jay there, almost able to roll that up the post. It's Prosperity still with possession, cleared away from Kilt. And the Knights, one passing play away from scoring, give it away to the other side as the Aviators go up by 1.
Kilt putting on an absolute show on both ends of the field there. Amazing diving challenge. That's what kept that ball out of the net and sent instead careening off the post, and takes it straight back down the other way and nails a flick to put them up by 1.
It's an excellent play, excellent reaction. Now 25 seconds could be the deciding goal of game 1. Demo coming through. Justify with the beat. What a play.
I did not expect Justify to turn here and stay on the ball, and clearly neither did Prosperity. That was amazing. Kilt almost assuredly in any other situation should be the one to come in and pick up the play, but instead Justify just took the wheel, and suddenly it's a 2-goal lead.
Justify trying to take the wheel here as well. He's able to push this off the wall. Time running thin. The Knights, they don't have enough of it to try and get by, as this might even turn into 5. It will. Justify putting it through. And the Aviators going to take game number 1 in convincing fashion, though it was kept close until about the 30-second mark.
It was, and I got to say, looking at the opening of this game and of this series, this is not the game result I expected for game number 1. When the game was 2-0 for the Knights and them looking so confident on the field, the Aviators have done a great job of piece by piece just clawing their way back until all of a sudden they've got themselves a 3-goal lead, and as the time hits 0 here, no chance for the Knights. That's going to do it. And Aviators, Wow, that's a great performance to come back from down 2-0 and score 5 unanswered goals.
Yeah, just a huge effort from them to close out that game, and it really was super close throughout most of it. But looking forward to this next match, it's going to be on the Knights to try and figure out where things were going wrong for them in that situation and what they need to do to try and come back in this game. I mean, we saw them 9 shots on target, only 2 of them finding their way through. You've got to be more clinical than that on the offensive third.
Oh, for certain. It's great defensive play from the Aviators, but at a certain point, you're right, you have to be able to finish those plays off if you're putting that many chances on net. It's interesting when you look at the stat line, clearly the top performers that were throughout the season for the Aviators and the Knights, both putting their stamp on that first game. Justify scoring 4 of the 5 goals, and Jay getting both on his side. So I think this might end up being a battle of which supporting player, be it Kilt for the Aviators or Prosperity for the Knights, comes out as the better performer in that role. That might be the difference maker here.
And it very well could be, but we're going to have to see what the difference maker ends up actually being as we get ready to get underway with game number 2. The Knights are going to try and claw their way back as the Aviators steal game number 1 away from them. We got 5 minutes on the board, 0s on the score line, and we are off. It's Kilt. Immediately downfield, Jay with the clear. It'll be Prosperity. Good 50-50. As Jay looks to get it through again. 2 defenders in net. Jay just clearing it over. Doesn't want to risk it too quickly. Prosperity with the pass in the midfield. Jay too slow to get it. Now Kilt. A lot of green grass in front of him, and he's going to do nothing but burn rubber on his way downfield to get the Aviators off to a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that's a calm, cool lead to open up for the Aviators there. That's about as much space as you will ever see on the field in a Premier League match. And Kilt just taking time to, taking in the sights of this beautiful DFH Day Stadium. And I don't think any more goals are going to come that easily for the Aviators. They're going to need to work if they want to score more than that.
Yeah, they are. They almost had an opportunity there on that one. It came just wide. Be a good drop from Prosperity as Justify rotates back around. Jay pressuring. Be off the back wall. Jay waiting. Prosperity moving. Off the corner. Kilt sitting in goal. He'll get this pick up. Jay challenges quick. It'll be a good takeaway. He takes it off the side as well. Looks for the follow. He gets it. Still in front. Kilt to clear it away. Be back over to Prosperity on this left side. Justify in midfield. Kilt backing off. That might have been the smart move as Jay back with possession. Oh, Demo coming through. Prosperity hasn't given up on it just yet, but he might need to now. Kilt's going to be taking it the other way. Justify. Waiting. Going to try and strike this into the corner. Be back in on goal. Jay with the clear. Ooh, that's going to be a double miss. Prosperity now downfield. Kilt away. And the Aviators, as much as they want to try and get a second goal right now, Thunder, there looks to be more. They just want to hold on to their 1-goal lead if at all possible.
Yeah, that's a dangerous approach there. Ooh, nice demo there from Kilt to keep space opened up. But the Aviators cannot get comfortable with a 1-goal lead. We all know that far too well in Rocket League. It's a short game and things happen very quickly, and the Aviators need to put their foot on the gas here if they want to keep the Knights away from scoring.
And that they do. Kilt coming back around, takes a shot on target. Jay with the clear. Another follow-up touch. Bump coming through from Kilt. Justify wrapping around and be able to beat 1-2. It'll be on the right side. Prosperity look to get back in front. Ooh, Jay back to his own back wall. It's an interesting decision. As time continues to tick here. Prosperity not going to be able to find that one. It'll be back to Jay. Good touch back in mid. Prosperity pressuring. Takes the shot. Demo coming through. He pings it just off the post. Another shot for the Knights coming wide, and the Aviators capitalize immediately.
Oh, you really got a feel for the Knights on that play, especially Jay trying desperately as he spotted that the shot was off frame to get that redirect on and steer it goalward. But as the demo came through for the Aviators, again, physical play is the difference maker here, and they get an easy counterattack for 2 goals.
This is the turnaround we needed to see from the Aviators in this game to continue their sort of momentum. Though you would have hoped to see the Knights pick it up a notch. Justify back with possession, takes a shot, blocked from Jay. Oh, it's another knockdown. Jay will wrap around. Prosperity waiting in midfield. It's a pass coming through. Prosperity, ooh, they double. But the double doesn't mean trouble for the Aviators as they push it back down the other way. Kilt in the air, bump! My goodness, what a play, and the Aviators continue to stack on their lead.
Oh my God, Kilt. That's insanity. I honestly could not tell that he was going for a bump there. I thought for sure he was going for a redirect on the ball. Instead, he had his eye on a dogfight. The Aviators doing that better than any team, I'm sure, and winning handily. What a play there from Kilt.
You know, I love my bump plays. My goodness, that was a special one. Just straight up, could have said he killed that man. Oh, my goodness. Knocked him straight out of the air. There's nothing he could do about that one. And now with time continuing to count down, going to be back in the midfield. Justify with a beat, another bump. Prosperity, but it's wide. Justify trying to get back-to-back bump plays for goal. That one doesn't end up working out for him. Justify dropping it back up. Good 50 from Kilt, sends it back downfield. Back to Prosperity. Jay sticking back in midfield. They need to try and put pressure on it now. Kilt with another beat. He'll get it back into mid. Justify racing to this right side. It's a double commit a little bit here from the Aviators, but Kilt recognizes and backs off. It'll be Prosperity. Possession too high. Kilt able to respond. That follow-up comes close. Prosperity looked to try and get a rebound, but they weren't able to get it through.
Prosperity, nice to see him getting engaged on the play here because he's been very quiet, and I think that's been the factor. Oh, dancing on the goal line. Nice save there from Prosperity, who continues to make an impact here. This game possibly could be out of hand for the Knights, but if the Knights want to get what will end up needing to be a reverse sweep in this series, it's going to come on the back of Prosperity engaging in the play more.
Back over to Prosperity. It's a double demo. Makes it a 1v1 until the respawn. Jay not getting a favorable one. It comes back around. Kilt will push up. Justified lurking in the midfield, waiting for an opportunity. Prosperity downfield, but the time is not on their side. And speaking of not being on their side, neither is the series scoreline as the Aviators go up 2-0, trying to get a sweep as Jay finally getting the scoreless streak in this game over for the Knights.
Kilt looking a little bit too comfortable on the old goal line there, giving it space to Jay. And, I mean, Jay comfortably demonstrating there that he's not a player you want to be giving space in this series. The Knights might be down 2-0 and facing a potential end to their season here. But the Aviators, hopefully that's just kind of an end of the game gesture to make and not something that they're going to be carrying forward into game number 3.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I would like to see it turn around. It's going to take a reverse sweep from the Knights at this point. Their back's against the wall, really. I mean, there's not a whole lot you can say. The Aviators have been playing a solid set of Rocket League. They've been doing everything they need to do to stay in possession, to keep that pressure mounted. And the Knights, they just haven't had a response.
No, they haven't. And I got to say, for this Knights team who, from what I've seen, I think they're a team that's accustomed to out-muscling their opponents on the other end, and instead they're being out-muscled by this very physical Aviators team. And if you're getting beaten at your own game at any level of Rocket League, it can really throw your mentality for a spin. And so the Knights have got to make a major adjustment here if they want to get any breathing room in this series.
Well, hopefully that spin hasn't left them dizzy because they're going to need all the concentration they can muster heading into this extremely important Game 3. 5 minutes, that's all that separates the Knights from potentially the end of their season. They've made it so far. They don't want to see it end just yet. We'll see if they can put together a solid enough game to try and start a comeback of the ages here in the semifinals as we get underway. Be a drop down, Jay to beat. Justified, not able to find it. Prosperity's got an open net. That's going to be an excellent start for the Knights here in Game 3.
That's just what they wanted. A nice little play in the corner here from Jay. As you see, he and Justify go in. That bump right there could have been a difference maker. Justify rather, always it was going to be a tough save. But that little bump play and the physicality that we were talking about, that's the Knights pushing back against this Aviators team.
That it is Jay wrapping back around. 50-50 coming through. Justify Looking to jump, does. It's a 50-50 in midair on that one. Justify wraps around. He'll look to take it. Kilt in support. Wrapping. Looking. Finding this touch as he gets it back in the mid. Good 50. The demo coming through is Justify now with possession. We'll move it over to this right side. The drop down from Prosperity. Kilt will look. That's on target. Jay forced to make the save. Justify shot coming through just wide. Prosperity doesn't find it. And Justify ends up bumping him into it.
Oh my, that was a very uncharacteristic play from Justify there. I thought for sure we had a goal coming in the side of the Aviators, but just completely mistimed the power shot off of the ground, and that's given the Knights a little bit of an escape here. Let's see if they can capitalize. Oh, nice pass there from Jay. Oh, I like the way these Knights are playing right now, and they're really threatening in a different way.
And they're trying to bring the treble downfield, but so is Justify with that shot attempt. It'll be Prosperity with possession. Jay coming up in mid, block from Kilt. Justify back over into this corner. Kilt looking again. Shot on target and through, and Kilt gonna get things back level in this one.
Nice play here from Kilt coming out of the corner. That was an ambiguous bounce. Could have been sidewall, could have been back wall, but Kilt read it just the right way, and the defender diving helplessly out of the net there can't make the stop.
Kick off again here. It's going to be in favor of the Knights. The Aviators really putting their numbers forward on that one. Prosperity wraps around. It'll be Kilt pressuring. Good 50. Gives Jay time. He's not going to be able to beat Kilt on that one, though, who's able to get control. Bumps coming through allows Justify to get some more touches downfield. Jay up. Prosperity keeping it. He dumped into this corner as Justify tries to return. Sidewall and back out. Kilt. Oh my, what a fake, but Kilt loses control. It's a back pass to Justify. Justify has an opportunity here. He gets it over. One save from Prosperity. Kilt back in the mid again. Justify misses. Kilt can't get there. Jay on the return. He's going to send it downfield, and somehow the Aviators don't score, and Jay able to send it back downtown.
Somehow, some way, that ball didn't get across the goal line. I can hardly believe it. It seemed like the Aviators had about 3 cracks at that. Started with a fantastic save from Prosperity and ended with the Knights going up 2-1 in this crucial third game.
Doesn't have to be a good goal as long as it's a goal. That's one of those, we'll take those moments. Oh, nice shot from Jay. Almost able to wrap around to get the follow-up touch. It would have been soft. It would have been on target. But he couldn't quite make it through. It's Jay looking to connect with Prosperity. He's not going to be able to find that one. Kilt intercepts. He's got Justify that he's looking to connect with. Good 50 from Jay. He's able to grab that save, grabs boost. Prosperity now moving up. It's a fast touch. Justify racing and race as he wants. He's not going to be able to catch up to it.
No, not at all. Jay, nice little soft touch there off the corner, and the perfect recovery, as you'll see so often at Premier League of Play. They get right back on the ball, and he burns the Aviators defender there.
That he does. Kick off again, and the Knights really starting to get in their stride. Jay winning another 50. Good second follow-up. It'll be back off the back wall. Kilt. He's got Justify very far forward. Takes the shot himself. Prosperity able to find it. Be back over to Justify again. Still plenty of time left in this game. Bump coming through. Prosperity not the greatest of touches, but Jay able to stay in front. Block that one from making it pass. He gets a follow-up. What a beat!
Oh my God, Jay, please don't break the ball. We need this thing for the rest of the series. That was an absolute banger. The hop slowed it down a bit, so the speed does not give that hit justice, because that was just slapped by Jay out of the air.
Excellent speed to get up to that one as well. Jay, my goodness, really starting to show up in this game. He might have another. He does.
Oh my God, I can't keep up. Jay just exploding on offense in this game. Look at the flick there. Perfect repositioning of the car, using about every button he's probably got on his controller in just the right way. And the Aviators are seriously reeling at this point from an offensive showcase by these Knights.
And the Knights, hold on. All right, they weren't able to score off that one, but the Knights You know, talk about games where they really needed to start showing up. Game 3, when you're down 2-0 in a playoff semifinals, definitely a moment where you're going to want to start to show up. They've just about secured the game here. They need to hold on for another minute with a 4-goal advantage. Looks to be well within their grasp as long as there's no major collapse. Prosperity's going to take a shot downfield. Well placed, Kilt dropping it. Jay in the air, but he's not going to get to that one in time. That's Justified looking to mount pressure. Takes a shot. Prosperity going to be able to clear that one into the corner. To bump on Justified, makes space. 45 left on the clock. And that's going to be another blocked shot in the Knights. They're feeling confident right now, Thunderballs. They're feeling on top of the world. And thinking of someone who's feeling on top of the world is Jay, as he continues to just put strike after strike on that goal. And man, that demo saving one again for them there.
I mean, Jay should be feeling on top of the world. He is. Of the 4 players in this lobby, overwhelmingly, Jay was the top performer in this game in just about every aspect, and he was backed up perfectly by Prosperity on the back end. This is the performance we needed to see out of the Knights. Another save coming through from Jay, and we've got a far more interesting series on our hands going forward here if the Knights can keep this up.
Yeah, that we do. 5-1. Talk about turnarounds. They're able to grab back a game. It's a 2-1 series now. Still in favor of the Aviators, but the Knights are making them work for this one, Thunderballs. They're not going to be able to give it up easily, and they've got a hell of a lot of momentum going into Game 4.
Oh, big time. It's so exciting to see the really, big ticket players, as you would call them, on these teams wake up. It's Jay on the side of the Knights and Justify on the side of the Aviators that you're really going to see as capable of taking command of a game. And boy, did we see it from Jay there. He owned every area of the pitch. And are we going to see an answer from Justify back the other way?
I mean, only time will tell. It's still series point for the Aviators, so one win, regardless of if it happens now or in Game 5, will send them on. But you've got to be a little worried if you're the Aviators heading into this game, just trying to make it happen any way you can. And with this sort of possession that we've seen from the Knights, if they can continue that and score early here, the Aviators are going to be in danger.
Major danger. They are going to be in some serious trouble if they can't get some control back in this series. I think they really need to bring the physicality back. That was very, very missing in the game that we just saw. Might have been an adjustment from the Knights that afforded that, but any way you slice it, the Aviators have got to go on the hunt here, get some bumps, get some demos, and get the rhythm back they had in the previous games. That
they do. Game 4, still backs against the wall for the Knights, but they're feeling a bit better about themselves right now. Well, as I say that, they may not be feeling too comfortable with what just happened.
Kilt, really weird touch there coming off of the back wall. Certainly, I wouldn't say that was intentional, but as you mentioned earlier, that's one of those we take those moments, and the Aviators getting a little bit of speed back on their side here in this Game 4.
It's another good pickup from Kilt. He's got Justify mid, Prosperity to return back in this corner. Will be laid out again as Kilt sending it back down the field. Prosperity racing. Justify and Kilt pushing very aggressively down. They're waiting for Prosperity to make a mistake. Unfortunately for them, he doesn't. It's Kilt taking another shot. Jay with the block. Wrap around. Double commit from the Aviators. Justify just able to make that touch. It's back out mid again for Prosperity. Good block, Kilt. He's got Justify upfield. He's just got to find a bump, but he can't get it through on either side. And Prosperity just able to find enough of it to send it through.
Just the fact that they're searching for those physical plays, though, as you saw that Aviators player harassing on the wall. Oh, hang on. Jay back the other way. Prosperity against the wall here. This might be a goal.
Oh, man.
Close chance there. But the physicality is coming back from the Aviators and the Knights. You got to worry about that in a big way.
They keep seeing a lot of space on these balls, but no one's there to really capitalize on it. And, speaking of balls, if you see a clip in this game that you think is especially fantastic, feel free to clip it and tweet it at us. It could be that one right there, but Justify comes away with the save. But as you may know, Balls Guarana, one of our sponsors, a winner each week is able to get a free case of Balls Guarana. So keep your eyes peeled. You might be able to win someone. A case here is Justify looking to try his own play at it. Shot's going to be wide. Good 50 there. Jay with the shot off the pass, but Killed able to stay in front.
Close chance there for the Knights. That was a great passing play into the middle. Prosperity buries the shot out of the corner, expected by no one, but that's a tie game now.
That it is. Prosperity. Ooh, just beating Justify. Wraps it in around the post. Is able to just snipe it when he needs to. And now, like you said, tie game, though it might not stay that way for long. Jay comes screaming across net to find that save. He's got Prosperity waiting in midfield, but he decides to take it himself. Bump, sends it to the left side. He'll be back over to Prosperity, dropped in the corner, Justify off the wall, will push it to the left side. Jay, backboard, back out, Killed. Not able to find it, it'll be Justify. Takes a shot all the way downfield. Prosperity able to find the height. Justify follow-up, blocked by Jay.
Oh, no.
To Prosperity, oh no! How do they keep that out?
That was nothing short of unbelievable patience from Prosperity. Jay going for the dunk there. Man, this is so back and forth. This is exactly the game we wanted to see.
Exactly, Jay. Bit of an interesting decision there to grab that boost, but he ends up working out. He's got the space to work with. As it comes off again, back to Prosperity. Pop up, Killed in the air. He's got just a, oh no, he misses the ball. I was trying to think of what was going to happen, but what ends up happening is Prosperity capitalizing on that mistake.
Knights now making their campaign to send us to a decider here. Prosperity just collecting off of a serious mistake from the Aviators and punishing them. This is getting down to 2 minutes played with a Knights lead. This is serious crunch time for the Aviators.
That it is. We could potentially see a game 5 between these two teams. As it comes back out, Prosperity not able to find that one. Justify will push quickly. Going to hit off the ceiling. Justify looking to beat, but he gets beat himself. Prosperity the other way. Looks to follow. It's an off touch into the corner. Jay going to grab boost and move back downfield. Killed. Going to be straight back into Jay. Prosperity not able to make it. Justify comes off the wall again. Jay. He's got Prosperity rotating around to get in the goal. So 90 seconds, and he's looking to push it down to make this a 2-goal lead. Justify trying to get things back level as the series really starting to heat up here. It's right back in front. Prosperity not going to be able to find that touch until late. It's Killed. Wrapping. Not able to get it all the way around. It'll be Justify taking a shot. Jay able to stay in front. He'll look to follow it through. It's another good clear back downfield from Killed. And both of these teams, it feels scrappy right now as they try and just maintain possession.
Oh, it's scrappy, rough and tumble out there. Both teams fighting to get space on the field to make an attacking play. Oh, close attempt there from Killed on the redirect. And one thing I've noticed that could really be dangerous for the Knights here, Jay, a lot of individual skill to put on display, but he's burning a lot of boost in attempting these individual plays. And if he gets Prosperity caught in the back end off of that, Aviators could tie this game.
Yeah, they really could. 30 seconds, though, and it's still the Knights in the lead. Going to be sent back down this left side. Jay, oh, that's a clear straight into Kill. Almost on target. It comes back down. Prosperity keeps it out, but Justify maintaining pressure. And speaking of pressure, the pressure is on for the Aviators to try and find a game-tying goal. Jay, close. Prosperity's there, but he can't find it. That's going to be huge if the Aviators can get back. They're pushing back down the field. Jay knocking it in the air. It's another missed touch from Justify. They just got to let it touch the ground, and that's what they do. But my goodness, that was a close one for the Knights if it could have gone the other way.
Prosperity, dude, I'm hanging on by a thread here in this pressure situation. Woo. You're really not making things any easier. That was the openest of nets that he had. I can't blame him for the pressure that he's under and trying to make that play, but that put a sweaty situation on our hands. Knights just barely able to squeak out of that one with a win, and we have got a much desired Game 5 on our hands.
And what a way to end off the stream tonight. And you know, Thunder, looking at how both of these teams have played, I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea who's going to take this. None at all. We see some really excellent plays coming out of both sides here. And then some plays we see at the end there that are, you could say, less clean. It's going to be interesting to see how this one ends up wrapping.
I think game fives in a reverse sweep situation, sometimes they can be the most difficult to predict because when you have one team who controlled so dominantly in the early part of the series, in this case, the Aviators, and then the Knights swing entirely back the other way, on paper, you should say, well, Knights have the momentum. They've won 2 in a row. They can just do the third, right? But it's never that simple. And it makes these game fives in reverse sweeps super tough to call. So I'm very excited to see who takes this one.
Yeah, me too. We've got a game 5 on our hands, everybody. 5 minutes. It's all that's on the clock. 0's on the board. One team will move on to the conference finals. The other team, well, they'll be watching it next week. Let's see what happens as Kilt gets it immediately back in front. It's a good block from Prosperity as they try and move it back downfield to create some space. Jay closing it down quickly. It'll be back up. Prosperity grab that boost. He's in the air, tries to drop it. It's high. Kilt with the glancing blow off to the side. It'll be Jay again, but he's not going to get that one past Kilt. Prosperity trying his own luck at a shot, but justified there. Jay sitting back, waiting for the play to develop. This will be a good pass. Jay almost. How did Justify get in front of that?
Oh, Justify, sick save there. That was such a tight passing play between the Knights players, and Justify somehow read it like a book. What a play there to keep it at 0-0.
Now Prosperity gonna get this one to the left side. It's gonna be back down to Justify. Off the corner of goal, or off the corner of the ceiling, I should say. As Prosperity gets that 50, grabs the boost, waits for Kilt. He'll be back over to Jay, almost able to sneak it over. Justify just getting there in time, takes a shot of his own. And one thing I'm really seeing right now, Thunderballs, is when they see an open shot, they're just taking it.
Oh, both teams looking for anything here. Knights, huge opportunity, Prosperity. That is a huge opening goal in this game for the Knights who are trying to complete this amazing reverse sweep.
It would be absolutely incredible if they're able to get it here. The death timer started for the Aviators. Still plenty of time, 3:38 on the clock as we get on their way yet again. Wonderful win from Prosperity, but Kilt will be able to pick up that bit of a roller. Gets a bump on Jay, but Justify a bit too far back. He's able to get that touch over to this left side. Kilt waiting. Takes a shot over Jay, but not over Prosperity, who is waiting high. Be back to Justify. Kilt wrapping around. Jay pressing forward. Gets the touch before he gets demoed. But that gives Kilt plenty of space to move this back downfield. Jay on the respawn. Presses hard, but he doesn't get the touch he needs. He'll be back up in the air. Prosperity now. To this left side, trying to move it back down again, and you can see the desperation in both of these teams as Jay making it a 2-goal separation.
Prosperity, brilliant touch off the sidewall there, and commitment to the play leaves an opening for Jay, who just barely gets over top of Kilt. Can't quite make the defensive touch, and Knights up 2-0 with 3 left to play.
Well, they're one step closer to completing this reverse sweep, and a good win on that kickoff from Justify. He can't get the follow-up touch. Kilt's there, though. It'll be Prosperity to clear it away. Jay waiting. Justify gets in his spot. Trepidation, both sides. Jay taking another one. It'll be Kilt back the other way. He's got one to beat, but it's a soft touch, and Jay able to get there.
Oh, Jay.
No.
Oh, that was filthy there from Jay in the midfield. Yet again, a huge amount of skill on display here. The wave dash drift into the ball to absolutely smoke the defender there. And Knights looking so confident on the field.
Man, that was an incredible set of just not only the awareness to go for that, but the mechanical precision to execute on it in a pressure situation like this. Phenomenal. They're going to get it back immediately for the Aviators, but that's got to be something that they're going to keep in the back of their head for the remainder of this 2-17.
Yeah, Aviators, a lot more work to do here. 1 goal is nice, but when you have plays coming out of the side of the Knights like the one we saw from Jay, clearly there's a lot going for the side of that Knights team that you need to slow down if you're going to get yourself a win here.
Well, Jay trying to get that one back again, puts it on target. Kilt stays in front. Justify wrapping back into goal. Well, it's another bump coming in. Jay pushing it up. Drops it back down. It'll be Justify. Looks to get pressure, takes a shot, and he gets it through. 2-3. Aviators clawing back.
Prosperity there. Just frozen. Total deer in the headlights as Justify nearly sends that ball bouncing impossibly off the back of the net. I mean, that was a burner of a shot, and Aviators now are making this close. This is huge Game 5 territory.
Massive Game 5 territory. Absolutely incredible. As Aviators, oh my, get a double demolition. That gives them a lot of space, but they're deep in their own half. It'll be Justify grabbing the boost. He's able to get one past Jay, but Prosperity there. Good touch, patience on his part. Jay waiting in the midfield. He's just got one to beat, but it's the slightest of touches, but they bump into each other. They're going to try and get back in time. Jay's in the air. It's going to be on. Bar down, and the bump in midfield proves deadly.
Oh no, you hate to see it there from the Aviators, who just banged into one another in midfield. But I will say the Knights, they didn't have unlimited time there. They did such a good job of capitalizing quickly, and Jay just buries the shot from above the crossbar.
Oh, this could be it right here. Jay, what a beat! Gets it around a 3-goal separation, 1:25 to go.
Jay continuing to put on a show here once again. So quick to the ball and knows immediately what to do with it. Put it in the back of the net is the answer to that one every time, and Knights are running away.
The Aviators climb back quickly one time. We'll see if they can do it again. It's a little bit more pressure now. Jay unable to get that one around Kilt. We'll be back to Prosperity. Justify back into the corner. Kill. Last man back. He's able to clear it in the midfield. Justify reaching. It's dropped down. Jay couldn't get back on his wheels. Set in time. His time takes away. It's another good touch from Justify. He's got to follow up. He slows down this rate of play. Gets a good 50. It could be an opportunity. Kilt coming in. He had given up. It's another shot coming in off the post, and don't call it a comeback just yet. They're within 2.
Yep, this is possible now. It went from looking pretty unlikely, but on that brilliant shot, Kilt, pixel perfect placement, all of a sudden the Knights have got something to worry about here from these Aviators.
That they do. It's another kickoff underway. Justified dropping it into the left side. It's a good one for them. He's got Kilt waiting in front. Jay with the quick response. He'll be Kilt again near goal. Oh, Prosperity putting it back out. It's a crucial save on the goal line that keep that one from going through.
What a save from Prosperity. And I gotta say, that is not the only one that we've seen like that from him in this series, especially in the time that these Knights have crawled their way back into this series. Prosperity, there he is again on the goal line, the defensive stalwart, making the difference for these Knights here. And as we get down to 15 seconds, I think we can call it at this point, unless the Knights or the Aviators rather score. This is reverse sweep.
Well, Justify putting it through. That's going to get blocked. Jay puts it on the back, and the Knights, they secure the reverse sweep. What a series from them. It was so back and forth. The Aviators almost able to bring the comeback in Game 5, but Thunderballs become just short.
I mean, ask and you shall receive. We talked about it after the last series. It's like, hey, what do we want to see? We want a competitive series. We want to go to Game 5. And, I mean, the DJ's taking requests these days because that's exactly what we got. What an amazing series. That was so much fun to watch from both teams.
And I don't think it can be understated how massive that save from Jay near the end was. Careening towards his goal. He's able to just barely find a touch, sends it away. The Aviators not able to regroup with enough time, and the Knights on the reverse sweep take the series 3-2, and they will move on to play the Blizzard next week for the conference finals as we continue to edge closer and closer to these grand finals.
And another point of excitement there is that we're getting into best of sevens as we look forward into those next series. So it's going to be even more intense battles between these teams because clearly the Knights have got the caliber they need to come back in a series. So when you get bigger game tallies going in series and you give teams room to kind of ebb and flow, it just adds more drama that we love to see here in the MLE playoffs.
And really does. And Those playoffs, again, going to be continuing next week. If you aren't already, head over to MLE Sports GG2. It's our second channel. Same quality, same production, but just more games. They will be the ones to start us off again next Saturday at 6 p.m. Well, actually, no, I'm getting ahead of myself. Now that we're moving into the conference finals, MLE Sports 2 actually will not be utilized. Give them a follow anyways, because we're going to be using that more and more in the future. But be sure to especially drop a follow here. We're going to get things kicked off next Saturday. It's going to be conference finals, do or die, best of seven situations as we prepare for the grand finals. But for this evening, that's all the Rocket League we have for you. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here and showing your support. And we'll see you next time right here on Minor League Esports.